as an expression of a simple truth. Israel is coming back to Africa, and Africa is coming back to Israel. I believe in Africa. I believe in Africa. I believe in its potential, present and future. It is a continent on the rise. Its people are diverse and talented. I've made strengthening our relations one of our top priorities, national and international priorities of the State of Israel. It's the reason I became the first Israeli Prime Minister to visit Africa in decades. Well, one thing I can assure you, it won't be decades until an Israeli leader visits Africa again. It won't be 5 years, it'll be a few months. Africa and Israel share a natural affinity. We have, in many ways, similar histories. Your nations toiled under foreign rule. You experienced horrific wars and slaughters, and you're still fighting to get out of the past into the future valiantly, and efforts that I deeply admire. With determination and conviction, you won your independence. You healed the wounds of the past to chart a future of hope for your people. This is very much our history. Our people, too, were denied independence for far too long. Our people, too, suffered the indignity of bondage, slavery, and dispossession. Our people, too, experienced unimaginable horrors of mass death and genocide. But we never, ever gave in. We fought for our independence and won. We think that Israel now is the best partner that the countries of Africa could have, and it's something that is dear to our hearts. The founder of modern Zionism, the national movement of the Jewish people, was Theodor Herzl, and he said, after I liberate the Jewish people, I will go to Africa to help liberate the black people. We have our African brethren who are in our society, and I personally work every few weeks to help integrate more and more and incorporate them in our society. I believe this. I believe in Africa. I believe in your future, and I believe in our partnership.
I believe that Israel still continues with this path of supporting its friends, its allies, its family. And just like we did that in 1967, Israel supports and does what it can. I did hear that Mr. Kanu was in Israel, in Jerusalem, before he was abducted and disappeared from the public's eye. And this is the most important thing that I want Biafrans to take from this discussion, that Israel, we stand with you guys. And although the cause of Biafra is not very familiar with the world and with Israelis, I want to say that, because of my activity, because of what I do, more and more Israelis are hearing about the cause of Biafra each and every day. So yes, we do stand with you.
Go to the government of Israel's website on their view on the lost tribes of Israel and who's from the house of Israel around the world. Mm-hmm. You'll notice one of the most common names in that report is the Igbo tribe, the Igbo tribe. Mm-hmm. And these are about 40 or so million people in Nigeria that self-identify as being Jewish. And now there's 60 Orthodox communities in there who have converted and are practicing Judaism, and the leader of the Igbo people ruling over them is trying to create an independent Jewish state, and they have a whole Jewish revival going there. It's fascinating, and the government of Israel is loving it, and they're supporting it, and Jewish people are making documentaries about it, and it's like the most exciting thing ever, and it's giving people a lot of biblical renewal.
I just had a Lyft driver yesterday telling me about all this, and I was kind of like, all right, what? It's all true. What you're talking about? It's crazy.
So your Lyft driver was Igbo from Nigeria?
I'm so sure that's what he was saying to me. Yeah, all this stuff. He was saying that he said Israel's been supportive.
So anytime I'm in Israel at the Western Wall and I see a Igbo man, and I could tell because they're wearing Nigerian outfits, I say, are you Jewish? He's like, yeah, how do you know? And I'm like, bro, bring it in. Give me a hug.
No, that's what he said to me. He picked me up at a Jewish community center. He goes, are you Jewish? And I went... you know, he goes, this place is this house of worship, or this is what is this place? And I told him with the JC. It's like, it's a community center. They do events. It's about a building community. They do all sorts of. They take people from all races. I said, yeah. He's like, you know, I am from Nigeria, Igbo. He didn't say and when I said Nigerian, he's like, not Nigerian, Igbo. Yeah. Not Nigerian. I am Igbo. I am Jew. And we're trying to do what Israel did. They're supporting us. And he started going on this whole thing.
Yes, because Nigeria is just a name that the British threw onto the amalgamation of a bunch of different tribes there that destabilized the region and led to a genocide and a Holocaust of the Igbo people. When in the 1960s, millions of them were systematically killed and murdered.
Yeah, he told me about that too, but I was running late. So
it's like, so this is so relevant because we have such a never again Holocaust name, but these people had it. But what is mind-boggling to me, which I can't imagine why this is not in the news and not spoken about, is that a large chunk, more than a fourth of the transatlantic slave trade came specifically from this one tribe.
Evangelist the Biafra evangelist. Okay. This is satellite media. Let's look at some videos, of course, where the speech of Benjamin Netayahu inspires the Biafra struggle. You understand that these are the same people. We have seen so many Israelites, of course, who have made it clear that these are brothers. But why do you think the Igbos are special in the south of Israel? Because we saw a video where Nandekalo himself, when he left Nigeria after the Operation Patriot that almost claimed his life, he went back to Israel. According to him, the first safer in Israel than in the United Kingdom.
Of course, I remember my humble self, that one and the only Biafran evangelist, Benjamin Johnson, we are not two, we are only but one, and that remains me. In the houses of the truth, in the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ. Yes, Master Nnaemeka always finds safety in the hands of his brother, because nothing like a brother, nothing like blood. There is a statement that says blood is thicker than what? Than water. And you cannot find your brother outside. You find your brothers inside. And how do you know your brother? A brother is one who comes to attend to your matter or your case or to your rescue when matter or issues in a critical. That is your brother. And that is why he ran to Israel for safety rather than going to UK. You know, for example, he knows what he was doing, because you can see UK, the British, the Civil War that claimed so many lives of the Biafrans was instigated and carried out and sponsored by who? By the UK. And as you can see that telling against him now, he holding the passport and was kidnapped. You know, it was illegal. Up to today, what has the UK Parliament or UK government, what have they done concerning or regard to that? Nothing. But you can see Israel, they are the one showing you that that blood is thicker than water. No matter what happened, no matter whose citizen you come from, so long you remain a Biafran man, a Biafran Igbo man, you are an Israeli in Africa.
It means actually blood is thicker than water.
Yes, blood is thicker than water, and that is what you are seeing. And that is why, let me tell you, don't you know that what they are practicing is Judaism? It's a Jewish, and Master Nnaemeka is a hardcore, I repeat, hardcore, and I quote again, hardcore Jewish.
Let me even ask this question, because if you look at the flag of Biafra, you see Star of David.
Star of what? David. God bless you.
How come the Igbos were able to keep that heritage so many years that it now reflects in the flag?
We leave it.
How come they're able to keep it so many years that now they now know and it reflected in the flag?
It is a legacy, you know, like I said, it is in the blood, it is in the bone, it is in the vein, it is in the water, it is in the pulmonary, and it is in the artery of our body. So you cannot clean it, and you cannot wave it away, and you cannot push it away, you cannot neither take it away.
Meaning it's in your DNA.
It is exactly, you are giving me English word. I was giving you the British, the Biafran language. You understand? Now you are giving me the British English word. DNA.
That is serious, because as you speak, I've seen a video where you can clearly see some Israelites who claim that they came to Nigeria to look for their brothers.
They did not claim.
And in the course of their sojourn here, they were rounded up by security agencies, arrested. So they were lamenting, though they have since gone back to their place.
They have to go back to their place and they have to seek for their lost brothers. And those brothers we are talking about are no other people or no other nation. There are no other tribe than the Biafrans. Hello? The Biafrans are those Israel, and they have come. You know, the visitation that time is like they were like, are you sure? Now these people, our brothers, they come, it's the same father, the same mother, is from our lineage. You know, I don't know, let me take you to the culture of African culture. You know, when they say so person is a member of a family, some others, in order to confirm it, they will go and make some inquiries, to make some traces. Do you understand? To know if actually that boy, especially if the child is a male child. Do you understand? There will be a traces that they will trace in order. I remember what happened. That was either 2010 or 2005. Then about a family, a particular woman give birth to a child, and that child was so you know, white, so yellow, as in we call them Oyibo. And the father, the mother, that lineage of the father, the grandfather said, they were all black. So they were all accusing the woman of you know, playing game outside. The woman was like, I never know other man have touched me except my husband. So the people did not believe it. Later on, to confirm if what the woman is saying is the truth, they have to take her even to the shrine, and even in the shrine now told them that so person, and this thing took place many years ago. A man that was very, very fair in the family, in their generation, that somebody in their generation, you know, was as fair as that child. So, you know, now as a culture, they now believe that the man is back in the family again.
Reincarnated.
That is a reincarnation.
Okay, now, because it's very clear, no longer a rumor that the Igbos have been placed in Israel website as the lost tribe of Israel.
Of Israel, yes. How
does that news come to you?
It is a very good news, and it is high time that we need to look for our brothers wherever our brothers is, and welcome them and recognize them and embrace them, and bring them back home. Bring them back home. Bring them back home. Let's come together and enjoy together and fellowship together. That was why the Bible said that the lost, I'm talking about the prodigal son, you know, when he returned back, what happened? His father threw party that the lost son is back. So those lost Igbos, those lost Jews, those lost Israelis is what is trying to come back now. And that is why part of them, we are more than this, but as time goes on, you will see other part of Biafrans, other part of the Jewish that have lost. You will see God bring them back again. Do you understand?
Now, if you look at this recent Biafra Day, we saw so many countries. Is it Canada? Is it United States of America?
UK, sir.
Is it UK?
Iceland.
Is it Brazil?
Poland.
You see
Netherlands.
Resonating.
Everybody, everywhere.
What do you think?
Even in Norway, funny enough, in Turkey, completely shut down, sit at home. Everybody respect that day, they honor that day. Do you know why? Everybody in one way or the other have a loss. Are you hearing me?
During that war.
During the war, if you did not lose human being, you lost property. If you did not lose human being, you lost property. I don't know if you get it. I met a man yesterday which told me so many secret things that I don't know about this country before now. He did not lose, but he lost property. He did not lose life, but their family lost property. When he was telling me, I became sure. He said yes. He said actually none of their family member died in the war, but their property, their father property, they lost it. He said most of them basically a river state. Do you understand? So, and on this note, that is why you see that very day, all over the world, that day was seriously put in place and was, you know, obeyed and recognized and respect.
Okay, now back here in Nigeria, we have seen a situation where even people who hit after before now did not accept their Igbo origin are coming out to say yes, we are Igbo. I've seen a video of a king in Delta State. Of course, to be quite honest with you, the king where the former governor comes from, Okowa. Coming out clearly to say yes, I am an Igbo man. We came from Uri in Anambra State.
Yes, you know, I don't blame most of these people because they were not told. Some of them said their parents have died. Who know much where they come from? Their relations are nowhere to be found. Most of them, their mother, most especially, you know, child always stay more closer to the mother than the father. And if you come to history, mostly in this area, men have the history, have the record where they come from more than the women. So their mother did not actually disclose if from their infant stage, you know, the deep down of where they come from. That's why you see them, they'll come up, they'll begin to tell you, I am this place, I am this place, because for example, now, I marry a Benin woman. For example, a man died. For example, when the child was at the tender, maybe as they were giving birth, a man died before they give birth to him or her. So in Benin, if we claim Benin, not knowing that I am from,
I must say very big thank you for that.
God bless.